Malawi, who we'll see a little bit later on. We'll probably be calling him Big Isaac, won't we? But
well, if his brother gets Big Tino, I'm sure he can be forgiven to call him Big Isaac.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Isaac Faasui, Malawi. We're looking forward to seeing him, because he, like Toby Sexton, is 1 year in the south of France and then heading off to play for the new Perth Bears side in the NRL. So here we go. Conditions awful, but we're expecting a terrific game. A Catalan under Joel Tompkins, life of course post Steve McNamara, and he's putting his own side together, putting his own stamp on things. And there is Tane Milne, brought down, good defence from Dodd and from Makinson, former teammates of course at St Helens. And here is Christian Powell. It's going to be one of those games, isn't it? The error count will be high, and there's the kick downfield from Ollie Russell, back in Huddersfield colours after a disappointing year, it must be said, for Russell at Wakefield in 2025. But a decent opening set. I think it's all about winning territory, isn't it, and winning the ruck and getting on top with the weather as bad as it is.
Yeah, it certainly is. But interestingly though, Stuart, play 3, the Giants moved the ball from one side of the field to the other, and it nearly caught out the left edge of the Dragons as Ben Garcia crosses over 35 metres away. A couple of plays still left in the bank here.
Well, let's see what they can do with Da Costa, and here is Roman Navarrete. Good tackle coming in from Wolford. They go to the right hand side on the last, and it's Sexton who puts up a difficult high hanging kick. The ball goes backwards. Is that play on? It's going to be a turnover. The referee Aaron Moore saying it came off a Catalan hand, so Huddersfield will be grateful to get ball in hand with Jacob Gagai. There is Josh Sim, two of former St Helens players on the Catalan wings, Makinson and Josh Sim. But look at that, the rain is getting harder and harder.
Yeah, clever kick there really from Toby Sexton, just dropping that ball, causing some traffic in and around it, and it goes forward off a Catalan Dragons player. Difficult carries already for Luke Robinson's men here, a couple of metres away from their own end.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, all right. Wolford at dummy half. Huddersfield looking to some decent field position, but you can see how bad it is. That was Greenwood, and a kick early from Ollie Russell, and I think that's going to be very much in the coaching manual, isn't it? Make sure you get your kicks right. Here is Charlie Staines, the Australian, on his debut, not played competitively since last July. He'll be glad to get going at his new club. 3 minutes gone, early stages, arm wrestle in the rain and what could be the mud in the south of France. Here is Fartapi, made his debut, as many did, against Batley in the Challenge Cup last weekend. Sim, brought down. You might be able to hear as well in the background with our microphones around the stadium. You can hear how heavy the rain is. Da Costa. It's Lewis Dodd this time. Right, well taken by George Flanagan. Many people think that Flanagan has got the ability to become one of our next Super League superstars.
Yeah, well, he certainly burst onto the scene last season, a 21-year-old. It's fantastic out the back. Just gets his hands on the ball again there.
There's Gagai. Brought down by his opposite number, Cottridge. Well, so far, so good. No errors, no penalties, decent speed the game's been playing on, and again they go early with the kick downfield. Ditto Russell with the kick and picked up by Staines, but that clearly is going to be the Huddersfield tactic, isn't it?
Yeah, Ollie Russell, he's just found a little bit of grass, and what that's done, Stuart, you know, the water that sat on the field, it's just almost skipped and sped up and churned Charlie Staines around. Just buys the Giants another 10 metres further down the field.
Yeah, well, that's going to be important, isn't it? Brought down for Catalan. Last tackle. Da Costa it is. Sexton under pressure, does well to get the kick away. He was brilliant was Toby Sexton in their Challenge Cup win. No disrespect to Batley, but he was a class above last weekend, and it could be the difference for me between Catalan being successful and not this year if he stays fit.
Yeah, 3 tries and 8 goals, racking up 28 points in that game, Stuart. You're right to mention him. He's best in terms of points in a game. Now Joe Tompkins will love his signing, his star signing, to be pulling the strings out for the Dragons in 26.
Greenwood on the charge. Dodd in there with the tackle, along with Lipowicz. Here is Asher O'Donnell. And again the ball, this time on the last. With the kick and taken well by Fartape. Signed from the West Tigers, Solomona Fartape. And yeah, it just goes back to what you were saying about Joel Tompkins. I think his transfer policy has been shrewd. It's very much about building for the future, isn't it? With some experience, with some stars, of course, the normal French players. The balance seems to be better.
Yeah, but in years gone by, they've gone for big names and big recruits, and it hasn't worked out. You know, some of these players that they brought in, Fartape being one of them, you know, Lipowicz, they've got points to prove, Stuart, that they want to get their careers back up and running, whether it's in this competition or using it as a stepping stone to get back to the NRL. Penalty given away here.
Yeah. Catalan are claiming that he just lost the ball. The ball went backwards. Let's have another look. Flanagan it was. You know, there was certainly a hand in the ruck. Well spotted by the ref. Penalty it is. First penalty of the game. And 7 minutes gone, no let up in the conditions. 2025 9th place finish for the Catalan Dragons, 10th place finish for the Huddersfield Giants. Not too many are talking in terms of either of these sides reaching the playoffs. What do you think?
You know, I would have to agree with it. You know, I mean, last season, towards the last end, the Dragons, they finished the season brightly, didn't they? They only lost 1 in the last 5. And Joel Tompkins will be urging his players to show that grit and that resolve that they did, albeit a little bit too late at the back end of last season.
O'Donnell.
It's good work from
Long ahead as well to get the ball away to Greenwood under pressure once more. A couple of tackles left in the set. There's Patolo. Guy's first ever career try in the cup-tied Hunslet. Did Chris Patolo. Big day for him. It's a good kick. Ball goes backwards, and they went backwards off Sim. And fortunately for Catalan, into the arms of Staines. But interesting, the kicking game has been excellent from both of them. Sexton for Catalan and Russell for Huddersfield.
Yeah, again, you mentioned the conditions a couple of minutes ago, and you're right to do so, because the kicking game is crucial with discipline, both with and without the ball, in terms of penalties and completions. That's where this game will be won and lost tonight, Stu.
Yeah, absolutely. The last time they played at the Stand Gilbert Brutus, the Catalan the biggest wins of the season, 32 points to 0. But having said that, Sexton gets the kick away. Huddersfield have a good record in Perpignan. Not mistaken, they've won 5 out of the last 7 in their visits to the Stand Gilbert Brutus. Flanagan under pressure, good kick, good deep kick as well.
That's great line speed there from De Costa. Andy Garcia following in there too. Tanner Mill was one of Super League's top offloaders. Coming on a night for it tonight.
Yeah, certainly risk-free rugby in the early stages has to be. Russell wrapped up by Navarrete. Wolford plays the ball, nowhere for Tolo to go.
De Costa again, just flying out of the line.
There's the kick, and well taken again by Charlie Staines. Interesting, what a grand final Charlie Staines with Penrith a few years back. Scored a try in the grand final when they beat Parramatta. Very much fallen out of favour, didn't he, at West Tigers? And as Kyle mentioned, one of quite a few players who are trying to rebuild their careers.
A prolific try scorer as well, 76 NRL appearances, Stu, in 39 tries, averaging one every other game. And he's shown up pretty decent so far. Just had a neat little return there.
The first 6 again given away by Huddersfield, so chance here for real pressure. First time either side has had the ball really close to the opposition line, and Sexton it is, and there is Cottridge on the far side. Nick Cottridge, who could well have come close to breaking a world record last weekend. More of that a little later on. De Costa. Sexton does really well, Sexton. And he nearly went on his own. He got the ball out, it was on the last. But has that come off a Huddersfield leg or a Catalan hand? Where did the knock-on come from?
This came from Huddersfield there, Stu.
Yeah, there's some pushing and shoving going on in back play as well.
Well, Toby Sexton has been kicking the ball so far in the opening 10 minutes. This time he decides to run it. Didn't he look a bit dangerous there? Snapping hard off that left foot. The Giants managed to pull him down.
Treatment for Asher O'Donnell. I think the scrum is going to go to the Dragons, isn't it? So a real opportunity. But it looked like it was going to open up, didn't it, for Toby Sexton? Then the door was shut.
He just saw out the corner of his eye that there was a bit of lazy defence there. And he looked to explore it. Nearly got it as well. But they will get 6 more here. And it's taken 11 minutes for the Dragons to have the most promising set here. So let's see what they've got.
Yeah, let's see if we can get some points on the board. The Costa at the back of the scrum. Spain just about holding on to it as well, the full-back. Best field position for either side in the game. Garcia. Josh Allen it is. Eventually gets up and plays the ball. Here is De Costa again. Inside it goes for the Catalan captain, one of 3 who've played their entire careers at Huddersfield. Complaining about the challenge from English, but Sexton tries to get the ball out and it goes to ground. Well, there's the first opportunity. I think we're going to see a few of those, aren't we, with the conditions.
Yeah, the Giants do enough just to make Ben Condon lose that ball in contact. And that's the conditions for you. Difficult to take in.
So 13 minutes on the clock. Still waiting for the first points in. We normally say sun-drenched south of France, rain-drenched south of France at the moment, isn't it? But Huddersfield survive. Here is Gagai. Top try scorer last year, 12 tries across the season for Gagai. The big games tonight, Warrington and Saints a little later on at 8 o'clock. Also, Lee against Leeds.
2 crackers there.
Yeah. Wolford.
Got 4. In the back, still 4.
Sky Sports Plus for all the games. Sky Sports Action, of course, later on, also for Warrington against Saints. Mollahia, who goes high this time. Well taken by Fartape. Staying steady away. His career has sort of been made mainly on the wing, hasn't it? So they're very much seen as the number 1 full-back.
I think he's shown up brightly so far. He'll be even more threatening. Gets his hands on the ball once again, and you don't often see fullbacks carry direct off a play 3, play the ball. Sexton with a kick to the corner. The chase needs to be a good one here. Will the ball sit up? Oh, it will.
It will. Oh, well done. Gaga, is he able to get out? No, he isn't. What a kick from Sexton. When we picked Toby Sexton out potentially as a match winner for Catalan on so many occasions, but just look at this.
Well, look, while the kick is absolutely exceptional and on the money, measured to perfection, it was the carry before from Staines that allowed Toby Sexton to have all the time in the world. A quick rock from the fullback and a beautiful long kick, but the chaser was equal to measure as well for 6 more here.
Flanagan goes low with the dropout. Pressure beginning to build. Sim plays the ball. Sexton it was at dummy half.
Oh no, that's it!
Allen plays it, and here is Garcia once more. Yeah, what a trio they've been, haven't they? Da Costa, Busquets and Garcia.
Yeah.
Sexton. Lewis Dodd with the dummy, looking for a way through. Dodd, lovely little sidestep from Lewis Dodd, goes across the line, puts a little kick through towards the line, and that is a brilliant try. What a try! Ben Condon, but Lewis Dodd, the man who made it. Well, that is the Lewis Dodd of all old. Bit of magic, sidestep dummy, runs across the defensive line. A fantastic little kick through. And Ben Condon gets the score.
Ben Condon on the end of this. But the magic was created by Lewis Dodd, who just spots a tired middle unit of Huddersfield Giants. He's able to travel past 3 or 4 players. And that kick is absolutely brilliant. A wonderful short kick. And a big back rower arriving at full speed. And gets there before Flanagan and gets the first score. 4-0, Stu.
Yeah, it had been coming. It had been coming. But what about that from Lewis Dodd? That's the Lewis Dodd that we're used to seeing his pomp at Saints. And he has some confidence to restore, doesn't he? He was discarded. That's the only way to put it. Discarded harshly and cruelly by Wayne Bennett in his one ill-fated season at South Sydney. Snapped up for a year by Joel Tompkins, quickly extended to 2 years. And talking of 2s, there's another 2 points for the boot of Toby Sexton. But yeah, Sexton and Dodd looking good for the Dragons.
They certainly are. The kicking game from both of them, the short kicking game there from Dodd, and we've seen Sexton with the long kicking game too. 3 points of attack and 6 points on the board.
5 years at Saints, Lewis Dodd.
Yeah, it's great to see him back in Super League though, isn't it? You know, only 6 appearances for Wayne Bennett, lost each and every one of them, but he's back in Super League, and moments like that.
Yeah, of the way he was treated. I mean, from all accounts, it was appalling. Coach doesn't fancy you, that's it.
Well, that's it. Unfortunately, sometimes it's just down to one man's opinion, but it matters not now. Joel Tompkins showing faith in him, rewarding him already with another year. Before a ball's been even kicked, he's obviously seen enough.
He's proved a point early on, 6-0 to the Dragons as we approach a quarter of the game gone. Good offload that was from Da Costa. Here is Allen again, a real workhorse. Giants Australian Josh Allen. Another big pickup. Could be a really shrewd signing for Joel Tompkins. Did the ball go backwards? Yes, it does. Play on. Cottridge on the far side. Huddersfield now struggling, aren't they, to get a foothold into this game. Lewis Dodd. That's a teasing one, and brilliant take. Under pressure, that was a fantastic take from George Flanagan.
Yeah, it was a wonderful take as well, with some traffic around him. A decent set there after points from the Giants. They just rolled down the field. A couple of offloads in there. Ben Garcia get a little bit of fortune on his offload. Milne well dealt with there.
Got 3, he's put in there, 3. And the wrong hand!
It's tough. It's a tough old night, isn't it? Wolford it was and was brought down, and Lola here once more will try and go long with the kick over the head of Tommy Makinson, and picked up well by Charlie Staines.
Oh no,
Turilola here kicking from inside his own 20.
It's interesting talking to Joel Tompkins. It's all about getting the spine right, isn't it? And he thinks he has it right this year with Staines, Sexton, Dodd, Da Costa, who will be his #1 choice of hooker. Whereas for Huddersfield, they've lost a lot of their spine, haven't they? With Evans gone and Aaron Clune gone, and in the backs they've now lost Sutcliffe and Adam Swift as well, and it makes a difference.
Yeah, it was one of the things that hurt the Giants last season, the number of injuries they've had, and they haven't had much luck, and it opens up.
Now with a chance, Da Costa, he's got support as well. Brilliant play once again. Lipowicz brought down, but it was Lewis Dodd who was causing all the problems. Here he is again, kick behind the defence, and under real pressure, Flanagan kicked the ball down, or tapped the ball down rather. It was Bousquet, wasn't it? But there's the important tackle.
Lewis Dodd there showing up in a couple of plays. First taking the line on once again, getting through, slicing through, and then the kick. Whilst it didn't end up in a try, the next best result is 6 more, and the Dragons are just dictating here now.
Flanagan again goes low, tapped by Sexton. Tell me, in these conditions, which you'd have played in many, many times, it's a phrase I know, energy sapping, but does it take it out of you?
Oh, it certainly does. You know, it's the number of repeat sets, and it just feels like the other side of the field is an eternity away. You're almost hoping for a penalty, a 6 again, or just some respite, particularly as a middle.
Dodd. Staines now has support from Fartape. Oh, he goes on his own. This could be a brilliant try. Has he managed to get it down, or has he held up over the line? Fartape is absolutely convinced he's scored. Well, we're going to find out here. Aaron Moore is not so sure. He thinks he's been held up. Is it a try? Or have Huddersfield desperately managed to defend? The video ref is Jack Smith.
Got no try. Check your grounding, please. In possession for Tappy, going towards the line. So the possession, Flanagan appears to be on the ball there. He's over the line, he's still wrestling. And have we got something from the side angle, please, on it? What, this angle? Establishes over the line and he's still wrestling. We lose the ball now. Have we got any other angle? It might show us the ball all the way to the ground. If not, I think the best angle is our first one. Possession ball's up there. The ball is on the other side of the ruck. See if this gives us anything. Stay slow on this angle, please. Stay slow. Stay slow. Right, that's going to be possibly our best angle, and we'll go back to the first angle that we saw, please, and see if that gives us the better. This angle really slow, please, as the ball's going towards the line. He's in possession there at that point. Go back on this angle, please. Go back and slow. Right, slow. We've established not down at the first point. It's this second bit. Is George Flanagan's hand still under the ball at this point? There is a hand under the ball, and we run it through, and we can't establish if the ball is then grounded. We've got insufficient evidence to overturn the live call of no try. I've made my decision.
Fair enough. You and I were both watching that, and we're changing our minds. Is it a try? Is it not a try?
Held up. It was on tackle 2, for the next one with 3.
The bottom line is that the on-field decision was no try. And it looks like George Flanagan has played an absolute blinder, having his hand under the ball there, maybe of Solomon Fartape. But it was a tough call for the video referee, but I think he's got it right.
He's absolutely got it right. George Flanagan take a bow. Some ordinary defending on Solomon Fartape.
But well done, George Flanagan. That looked like a try. The power and the strength there took him through. Da Costa. Sexton now. Here is Staines. Good defence. Russell is there. Wolford is there for Huddersfield. And back it goes. The kick will be from Toby Sexton. It's a dangerous kick. It's tapped back, but There's no one in the right place, and that will be a handover. So the Huddersfield somehow survive 6-0. All the drama, first of all the try, and a bit of push and shove again. And then the video ref confirming the on-field decision of no try. But he was right, Jack Smith. There wasn't enough evidence to overturn.
No, there certainly wasn't. You just saw in the last frame there, George Flanagan's hand underneath that ball. Upper body strength from Fat Tapper just to try and get that down, but Flanagan, brilliant full-back play, saved the try for sure.
The 6-0 it is, look at that. Meters, totally dominant by Catalan. How can Huddersfield get into this game as Greenwood is pushed back once more?
Well, a little offload like that may help, but they've just got to try and get out of their own half. So much of this game has been played to the left-hand side, and they're finding it difficult.
As you said, they just need some relieving pressure or something, don't they?
Still five! Still five!
Powell, it was brought down. It is the last one. Kick away by Russell, but it was all very static, wasn't it?
Yeah, for the opening quarter, Stu, what we found is a kick like this, and then 2 plays later, the Dragons are back into the half of the Giants.
Got 2!
Josh Sim plays the ball. To Costa it is. Just shy of halfway. Sexton once more, and here is Cottridge. Good defence from Rushton, pushing back the Australian.
Still 4.
2 left in the set as Julien Bousquet. What a servant he's been for Catalan, over 300 games for the Dragons. Dodd on the last, left-footed. And the ball allowed to bounce. It's picked up by Litovic. It's still the last one. Is there anything that they can do? Staines gets it back. There's the knock-on. Pounched on by the Giants. Halsall won the ball. And here is Tane Milne. But to be fair, for all the pressure that Catalan have had, Huddersfield have defended really well.
Yeah, they sure have. A bit of a scruffy end to that set. And it means that the Giants finally just edge their way further up the field. If they can get through this set with into the half of the Catalan Dragons and put a neat kick in, the momentum may just turn into their favour. Burgess.
Yeah, he'll be a key man, probably an impact player coming off the bench. There is the kick downfield from Russell. What's the chase like? Good positioning from Staines at fullback, and a good chase by the kicker, Ollie Russell, bringing down the Catalan fullback. 14 minutes to half-time, Stade Gilbert Brutus. Don't forget, later on, live and exclusive on Sky Sports, Warrington against Saints, kick-off 8 o'clock. Sky Sports action from 7:30, and then from 5 to 8, another 8 o'clock kick-off at the Sports Village. Big game between Lee and Leeds.
Yeah, many people predicting that Leeds and Lee would be in the top 4. Penalties given away, and that's not what the Giants needed. Instead, they just started in decent field position. And Lewis Dodd taking the line on once more.
It was Wolford, wasn't it?
It's Wolford and Greenwood were just lying in there too long. Penalty given away. And then the blink of an eye, the Dragons will once again start in Huddersfield land.
Fatape it was with the tap, and here is Julien Bousquet. Only Remy Casti has played more games in a Catalan jersey. Da Costa.
Got 2.
Farsui Malawi on for his Super League debut. There is Nick Cottridge.
6 again! 6 is 1.
I think that's back to 1. Is that a 6 again? Yes. It is. So great opportunity. Again, you can't give away penalties, and 6 again is like that. Yeah. Garcia with the run.
They're falling off tackles here, Stu.
Yeah. Is it Staines who goes for the line? Held up over the line. Yeah, another big player, Isaac Farsui Malawi. He I tell you what, I'm really impressed with the business that the Catalan have done.
Well, this man in particular has shown up really well. I really like what I see there with Charlie Staines.
Correct. Relentless pressure from the Catalan Dragons. Only 6 points to show for it. Here is Busquets. Offload to Da Costa. Goes back to 0. The charge down by Tane Mill. And the pressure ramps up once more. Sexton with the offload. Farsui Malawi brought down right in front of the post. Here is Da Costa on the charge. It's Garcia. Can he get the ball down? Well, it's a penalty. I think it may well have been reaping the ball out of the tackle. So do you go for 2? Do you go for 4? Coach Amor.
Well, I think they'll go for 2. But the weight of possession that they have, you just see George Flanagan there stripping the ball from Ben Garcia. I think they will go for 2. And again, they are knocking on the door. And the Giants give away a penalty, a 6 again, another penalty. They were falling off tackles for fun. And Wolford just came out of that challenge the play before a little bit awkwardly. And he's going to leave the field for a head assessment.
That would be a big blow for Huddersfield.
Huddersfield's top tackler last season does a lot of work in and around the middle. It looks like Sexton 3 or 4 metres to the right hand side of that post and about 11 or 12 away.
Just to let you know, by the way, that O'Donnell's also gone off for a head assessment, which is why Matty English came on. So we'll get news of O'Donnell and of Wolford as far as the head injuries go. Here is Sexton. Should be a comfortable 2 points for the Aussie halfback. And it is. That's 8-0. Catalans deservedly lead in this game with, 11 minutes to go to half-time, Carl?
Yeah, they've had full control. And 8-0. Nobody remembers round 1 come the business end of the season, and it is about just getting wins and points on the board. And Joel Tompkins getting that message down to turn that 6 into 8. And for the Giants, Stuart, not really been in this contest so far.
What comes Cruz Leeming? One of the surprise moves of the off-season coming later on, wasn't it? With Ollie Partington going back to Wigan in a permanent move, and Cruz Leeming leaping at the opportunity to join Joel Tompkins' revolution in the south of France. 8-0 Catalan, 10 minutes to half-time. Just news that, or good news I should say, for Huddersfield. Asher O'Donnell has passed his head assessment, so he has returned, as you can see, the number 11 for the Giants. Leeming at dummy half. Makes a good 9 or 10 metres on his own. Last play just inside the Giants half of the field. Sexton again with a terrific kick. The ball, well, it's a knock on, but it was in no man's land, wasn't it? Huddersfield will get the ball back, but the kicking game of Sexton and Dodd has been exceptional. You can see there Makinson with the error, but it was a difficult one to take for a defender, let alone an attacker.
Yeah, he was just looking over his head. The ball just goes straight through his elbows.
Yeah. Well, George King is on. Matthew Cozza is on. Zach Wolford, of course, going for an HIA. And the ball has been lost, and here is Kotrick, and they can seldom do that, and Kotrick is still going to within 5 yards of the line, but they've given away penalties, 6 against, they've given away possession, and they're now in a perilous position once more, the Huddersfield Giants. Long pass out, nice. Brilliant hands, here's Staines, what a dummy, what a try from Charlie Staines. It's a splash-a-thon in the south of France. But what a score from Charlie Staines. Huddersfield lose possession. 20 seconds later, the Dragons strike. And the new boys are running The Huddersfield old boys ragged. Staines with a terrific try, and it's 12-0 Catalan.
Well, I mentioned about Staines' try-scoring record in the NRL, and he's opened up his account. A wonderful dummy and a wonderful turn-up play from Zach Lipowicz to catch that ball, jumping into the air, turn and offload, and Staines, a little show and go, slices through, and the Dragons are running red hot here.
They're playing well.
They're just carrying the ball, Stu, with more vigour, more intent, more purpose than their opposite numbers, and they're dictating the play.
Very few errors as well. 28 points in the Challenge Cup win against Batley. 2 out of 2 with the boot so far for Toby Sexton. Make that 3 out of 3, and at 14 points to nil with 7 minutes to go to half time, you're already feeling it's a long way back for the Huddersfield Giants.
You just see there the numbers that they had on that left hand side. Staines with the show and go. And how
Poor
about
Aaron
that?
Moore got a shower. Yeah, brilliant. They've all been impressive. Staines, Fartine, Sexton, Dodd, Allen, Lipowicz, Condon, try scorer Farsi Malawi as well.
11 debutants last week. A couple out there for a Super League debut, and haven't they shown up well?
Hey, no, George! Hold! Hold!
King
Go on!
with the tackle. Condon
Hey, no,
got the first try.
Hold!
Interesting story, isn't he? Played 10 games for Widnes at the end of last season, Ben Condon. Trying to get a foothold in the English game. Joel Tonkin was impressed enough to bring him to Perpignan.
Again, another player with a point to prove. Perhaps a little bit more hungry at maybe some of those recruits that they've brought over just for the end of their careers.
Play on 4.
Well, you spent your entire career with a point to prove, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
But you did okay out of it. You won a bit. Sexton with the kick downfield. Well taken by Flanagan. The big question for Huddersfield, isn't it? Is
it's another mistake.
Made the mistake. Cotric pounces on the ball. That's play on. There's going to be a penalty, I think, as well.
Yeah, he might in the bin here.
Yeah, I think so. Interference at the play of the ball, but it was a professional foul trying to hold up proceedings.
Ollie Russell just trying his best. It was a sloppy mistake from the back from George Flanagan. Nick Cotric all over it, reacts first, gets onto that loose ball. I mean, Ollie Russell just can't help himself getting involved.
Just waiting to go off.
And I don't think Dragons will take 2 this time.
Yeah, that's right.
They're going to go for the killer play.
Let's see. Sexton ready to go. 5 minutes to go to half time.
Second minute.
Luke Robinson can't be happy with this opening 40 minutes.
Too many mistakes.
I think they've been bullied, if I'm honest.
On top of that, Catalan have been very good, let's be fair.
Oh, without doubt, yeah, but
There's Leeming. Long pass out for Makinson, but that was well read by Sam Halsall. Makinson was eyeing up the try line. For Tarpe in the centre. Leeming with the offload. Here is Garcia.
it's just too
Still
easy.
going strong. Burgess trying to bring him down with Lolohea and King right in front of the Huddersfield post. And a 6 again. They give another set away, and the ball goes backwards. Can Sim keep it in, but he'll probably get pushed into touch, and he does. So respite there. And that's a waste as far as Catalan are concerned, because they've just got another set restart.
Where do you want it, boys?
First time really they've been sloppy with ball in hand. They lose possession 4 minutes to half time. It's 14-0. I say only 14-0, but it probably should have been more.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth there. I was just going to say it's probably been the Dragons' first real breakdown in play.
Here, boys.
Josh Sim on a dry day, he'd have rescued that, but he gets ushered over the sideline.
Hey, no,
A bit of relief for the Giants, because he could have got even worse.
Go on.
The word from pitch side is the rain has stopped as we come up to half time. There's been very little respite for Huddersfield in the first half. 14 points to nil. The Giants have somehow got to find a way. Just try and get a foothold. Build some pressure. Burgess.
I think the Dragons, though, Stu, they've just played basic rugby league in these conditions. They've carried the ball with intent and purpose and got quick play of the balls, and off the back of neat kicks from Dodd and Sexton. That's why they're 14-0 up.
Well, here it is.
Oh, here's a chance.
Brilliant chance here for Halsall. Halsall goes for the corner. Oh, and out of absolutely nothing. The first time that Huddersfield have attacked the Catalan line, the first opportunity, the first try, and somehow the Giants are back in it. I said they needed to find something, and they have. But how about this? Brilliant from Halsall.
Absolutely. Sam Halsall, he'll be looking to have a big season this year, and that is a big score, completely against the run of play. It needed something special, and it was the right centre who came up with it. An important score, given the time on the clock. It just changes perhaps the complexity or the words from Luke Robinson heading into the second half.
Well, it does, absolutely. You and I just couldn't see where that was going to come from, but just going to show. Only takes a second.
I'd be really disappointed, though, Joel Tompkins, having said that. That left edge, it just opened up far too easy.
Just see on the graphic there, try confirmed. If you don't know the new rule this season, that every try that's scored and awarded by the on-field referee will be checked in the background by the video referee, just to make sure that everything is okay. And everything is okay. So Halsall's try is given, and it'll be Flanagan in the absence of Russell off the touchline. Down to 12 men, look to be down and out, but not anymore. Big kick on the stroke of half-time. Yeah, it was always going to be tough in the conditions, but at 14 points to 4, they're back in it.
Yeah, 10-point lead. It was just too easy here. Somebody has to go make a play. There's no help from the inside. Makinson stays on his winger. Sam also slides through, and I've been very, very positive about Charlie Staines. However, Stu, as the last man in the defensive line, he doesn't commit. He doesn't go neither here nor there. And Halsall is able just to put the ball down and breathe a little bit of life back into the Giants.
Tell you what, considering the conditions, it's been a rip-roaring, entertaining first half, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's been some good stuff played, given the conditions. Let's hope for more of it. If the Giants can score next, he'll be confident, make no mistake about it.
Well, their confidence and belief will have gone up tenfold after that try anyway. Flanagan brought down the last few seconds of the first half. In the first game in Perpignan in 2026. Donald plays the ball. Lola here. And they're going to move it out of the back here. What could be a penalty? It was Sam Hewitt. What's the referee saying? It was a late hit on the passer.
Yeah. It's a late hit. Means that the Dragons have the opportunity to have one more play. The hoot is already gone. The scoreboard reads 14-4. Tuilala here will try his best to buy as much land as he can.
An unexpected conclusion to the first half. And one play for Huddersfield, and they go high into the night sky, and it's taken well by Halsall. You can just see there that the Catalan defenders were quite happy to let Sam Halsall claim the loose ball. But that is it for the first half in the south of France. Catalan Dragons deserving their lead. They dominated for what, 38 minutes with tries from Condon and a brilliant individual effort from Staines, and 3 goals as well from Toby Sexton. But that try out of the blue on the stroke of half-time from Sam Halsall, and we've got a game at the Stade Gilbert Brutus. First half analysis is on the way. Half-time in Perpignan, Catalan lead Huddersfield by 14 points to 4.
Super League parties in Vegas.
Because we're in Vegas, I am dressed like this.
Completely unscripted, action-packed.
Rugby League has taken over the entertainment capital.
Montoya underarms, kick out, it's over.
Still with it, now on the sun. The Dragons, what a swing in the game.
Lucas is going to get there. This is powerful. And Scott Drinkwater off a scrum play scores.
Oh, it's an interceptor. And it's the boy from Wigan that will win it from half Eastern Rovers. Oh, it just completely opened up. Ash Handling.
Yeah, cannot wait looking good, but one attack, one try on the stroke of half-time for Sam Halsall. Even though they've lost Ollie Russell to the sin bin, Huddersfield somehow are still very much in this game. For the first half, Kyle Amor dominated by the Dragons.
Well, it was for 98% of it, and it was the Dragons who just dictated play early on. Lewis Dodd skirting back across the field and finds a wonderful, delicate left foot kick for the arriving and chasing Ben Condon to get his first try of the season, and Catalans Dragons' first try as well, picked up from the Widnes Vikings, the Australian. And then it was Nick Kottridge who just gets on a loose ball and causes a little bit of trouble down that right-hand side of the field before they shift the ball out to the left-hand side. It was a wonderful turn-up from Lipowicz. Charlie Staines, he just sends the Huddersfield Giants towards the stands. A show and go, and then a dive into the puddle to get the Dragons' second try. Of course, Sexton converts as well, making it 14-0. And then this, with 3 minutes left of the first half, it just opens up so easy for Sam Halsall. Charlie Staines, if he had his time again, he perhaps would have just committed a little bit more to that to try and bring the right centre down, but take nothing away from the finish. And the Giants, that means for them that they've got a chance, a glimmer of hope in this second 40, but they're going to have to roll the sleeves up and earn it here, because 10-point lead in the south of France is a difficult task to come back from.
Look at all the stats: possession, completions. Look at the metres, double the metres for Catalan.
And the biggest stat there, the one at the bottom, Stu, play of the balls in the opposition 20. The Giants haven't even had a single one. However, that might be encouraging though for Luke Robinson, because if he knows if he can get his lion's share of the possession in that department, he might be able to trouble the Dragons. But it's the forwards that have got to lay the platform, and so far the Dragons are dictating in that field.
Okay, well, let's see what the second half will bring us. Can Catalan get off to a winning start, or can Huddersfield mount a comeback? We thought the rain had stopped. It's back. It's pouring down again in Perpignan. 14-4, Catalan lead, and the second half is on the way.
Before trophies, there were trials. Before glory, there was fire. Rugby league was born in smoke and sacrifice.
Hull Kingston Rovers, destined for the championship.
Clubs bent, crowds waited. History held its breath.
A burst of brilliance!
Miles has lit it up!
A red tide rising from the east. Falling giants reforged in the Queensland sun. From the ashes, greatness lives.
Sends shivers, doesn't it? The great Darren Lockyer. Hull KR against the Brisbane Broncos. Live, exclusive World Club Challenge next Thursday on Sky Sports Plus and Sky Sports Mix. Cannot wait. Well, we've got a lot of NRL coming up for you over the weekend. Pre-season, of course, still in Australia. If you want to stay up all night, you can do. Look at that, 4 games. New Zealand against Manly, West Tigers taking on Sydney, Newcastle against Canterbury, and then St George against South Sydney. That's all tomorrow, I think, pretty much back-to-back to back-to-back. Sky Sports action for all that. On Sunday, the All-Stars game starting at 2:30 in the morning with the Women's All-Stars, followed by the Men's, Sky Sports Action and Sky Sports Plus, and the final pre-season NRL game, Cronulla against Parramatta. That's Sunday morning, again on Sky Sports Action at 7 o'clock. News reaching us, by the way, we mentioned, didn't we, about the season-ending injury for Manasseh Kaho. It's Charlie Staines who's been outstanding, hasn't he, in the first half?
Yeah, he's certainly caught the eye, hasn't he, for the Dragons. Lots of involvements, a variety of different carries as well, Stu. And this here was exceptional from the full-back, just sends the Huddersfield Giants player. Slides over for a score, but I've been really impressed with him. He's been really solid at the back, and he's rolled his sleeves up and carried the ball hard and shows a bit of touch of class there.
Yeah, been very good, hasn't he? Very, very good. 14 points to 4 it is. Yeah, we mentioned Manasseh Kaho, who damaged his ACL in a pre-season friendly against Toulouse, and we also said that Joel Tompkins was actively looking for replacement. I know that Mark Percival at St Helens was in his sights, but we understand, or news is reaching us, that Matthew Russell, a Super League veteran, may well be heading to Catalan to fill that gap.
Well, we shall see. And for now, they want nothing more, and neither will Joel Tompkins, than a polished second 40 here. It was near perfect, wasn't it? For 38 minutes before Sam Halsall just breathed a little bit of hope into the Giants outfit with that wonderful solo try.
There's some good news as well at the start of the second half. You can see there Huddersfield number 9, Zach Wolford, is back on the field. He has passed his head injury assessment test. Key man for the Giants. But if you're Luke Robinson, what are you saying at half-time?
Well, thinking you're challenging your middle forwards just to defensively get up, because too many times the Dragons players are just making metres after contact and just rolling down the field. They nearly just ushered over the sideline there, Nick Kotrick it was.
Yeah, just managing to stay in play. Ball goes back to Lewis Dodd. Again, it's a teasing kick, isn't it? The ball allowed to bounce goes behind Flanagan, and under enormous pressure it's stopped just a yard or two from his own line. But I'll tell you what, Sexton and Dodd have been excellent.
Yeah, they have, but again, they've been playing off that forward pack, the go forward. That's the first set in the second 40. And you look where the Dragons started and where they ended the set, it's near enough a full length of the field, Stu. Oh, that's a shocker.
Yeah.
Tarnell Mill.
Yeah, another mistake, and that's been the downfall of Huddersfield. Sexton now, but Mill dropped it before. We saw Flanagan drop it. Gagai's also been guilty. Kotrick from dummy half. Powerful Nick Kotrick, the former Canberra winger in the centres for the Dragons this year. Condon, who scored the opening try of the game. But again, key moments. I'm sure Luke Robinson said, no mistakes, no penalties, no 6 agains. And they're putting themselves under enormous pressure once again. Here is Farsui Malawi for the Dragons, right in front of the post. Cruz leaving. Oh, brilliant this time from Sexton. Is he able to stretch over and score? Toby Sexton. Well, the referee was right on the spot. Sexton thinks he's got the try. And the referee is going to send this one upstairs. Is it a smile from Sexton or not? Has he got to the line? Has he grounded the ball? Jack Smith is our video referee.
Tackle 3, we've got no try. We're checking grounding. Ball is up. The ball is still up. Still up, and appears to always be up. We've got something from the side, just to check. Sexton's in possession. Fair challenge. We've established the ball's up all the way. It's just whether Sam Hewitt keeps it up there. We lose sight of the ball. We've got anything else? 3. Ball's there. And is that all of our angles? Is that all of our available angles? This will be our last angle. Establish the ball's up. Sam Hewitt's under the ball, and it doesn't touch the ground there, and he remains under the ball, and Sexton remains in possession all the way to the whistle. I've made my decision.
Tackle 4.
No try. That was tackle 3.
Well, there you go. Well done, Aaron Moore. Well done, Jack Smith. They got the decision spot on. Toby Sexton was held up, but brilliant defence from Sam Hewitt, as it was from Flanagan in the first half, to deny Fartape for the Dragons. So Huddersfield survive, but for how long?
We've got a couple of players left here. Cruz Lehman just dumps the ball back off to Ben Garcia, just trying to tie up those same defenders. Tackle 5, here it comes.
Sexton arrows the kick towards the line. Again, Huddersfield very, very good in defence. They let, was it Cottridge? I think they let him get hold of the ball, didn't they? And then came in with the tackle. There was no way that they were going to risk. But they were covering him. They were surrounding him. Huddersfield survived just after another error. 14-4 it remains, but it looks like they're landlocked inside their own half again.
Yeah, and it's the detail, isn't it? Straight away in the second half, I mentioned they roll down the field. Again, just the Catalan Dragons players just carrying the ball for 12, 15 metres every carry. And this will be a relieving penalty. Cruz Lehman.
Yeah, just hanging on too long. They've been told, all the referees visited the clubs throughout the off-season at pre-season training to go through all the new rules, and speeding up the ruck is one of the main things that the coaches wanted and the players wanted, but the players have got to buy into it.
Oh no.
And they don't find touch. Well, Lahir doesn't find touch with the kick.
Just to go back to the point that I was making though earlier on, then after that set, Tane Mill comes up with an audacious attempt of an offload 5 or 10 metres away from his own end, and then they miss the assignment with the kick to touch, and then they give a penalty away.
Yeah, King on Farsui Malawi.
It's a horror start for the Giants in this second half. King on Big Isaac.
Yeah.
What are you doing, boys?
That's what you'll be calling him. I'll call him Farsui Malawi. You can call him Big Isaac.
If his brother can get Big Tino, he can be Big Isaac.
Yeah.
Hey, no, George!
And Huddersfield could be in big trouble.
Absolutely.
Gave him the ball away, giving the penalty away.
And the back still won.
Got a penalty, failed to find touch with the kick, and here is Cottridge now, looking for the offload. Brought down by Gagai, but it's another 6 again, another set restart given away. The pressure again mounting as Garcia charges towards the line. Rushton's in there. So is Cozza. Wolford as well. Leeming at dummy half now. Ball goes to the left-hand side. Sexton! And goal! Bousquet goes without the ball. If he caught it, he would have charged over for the try. It was an absolute guarantee. The speed he was rocketing through, Julien Bousquet couldn't hang on, and Huddersfield survive again.
Yeah, they sure do. But like you mentioned, if Julian Busquets catches that ball. It's a dead set try under the posts. And the Giants now just trying to speed up the ruck here, just trying to get some land that they've been robbed of for so much of this game.
14-4 it remains, and as long as it remains 14-4, only 10 points between them, then they're a chance, aren't they, still? That was played at, but it was picked up by Garcia, happy to take the tackle. Not the best ending to the set, I think, from Huddersfield there. It's been a tough old day at the office again, as I mentioned. If it's 10 points, they're still in it, but they've got to find a way through, and you can't see it as yet.
No, Luke Robinson must just be tearing his hair out. Just so poor passive defence, mistakes, errors, penalties, 6 against, not icing, little short kicks there from Lollahea that time, just inviting the Dragons to play down this end of the field. If they keep doing it, eventually the dam will break.
Leeming quickly out of dummy half, and here is Tarpe on the far side, but he'll get pushed into touch, and you have to say that wasn't the best of plays from the Catalan Dragons. There was only one place he was going, and that's exactly where he ended up.
Oh, again, Tarpe, his time again, he'd just step off his left foot, and that's a big chance.
Yeah. I wonder if that is the chance. But somehow they survive again.
It was a moment for brilliance.
Yeah,
from
Huddersfield
Halsall.
brought Patolo and O'Donnell back on. Here is Hewitt on that far side. Tries to play the ball quickly. Zach Wolford. Well, they're trying their arm here. Chancing their arm with Gagai. Sexton with the tackle, along with Comden. The kick from Lollahea from just inside his own half of the field, and well taken by Charlie Staines. He's already becoming a firm favourite of the Catalan crowd and of Kyle Amell.
Yeah, he's shown up well tonight. Near perfect performance from him so far, with 48 gone on the clock. A home debut for him to remember. Makinson be pretty quiet in this game.
Yeah, he can score from anywhere. Just having a look, 16th season in Super League, Tommy Makinson, of course, a legend at St Helens. 375 career games now. Takes some doing. Sexton just holding off the pass for Condon. Got a hit in the lower back there, didn't he? Getting up gingerly, Ben Condon. There is Lewis Dobb. Pressure on Flanagan. Oh, he does well. Takes it at the first, second, third attempt, George Flanagan. But who'd be a fullback anyway, but in these conditions.
Again, a wonderful kick there from Catalan, just landing it 2 metres off the line for George Flanagan. Nowhere to go. Deja vu once again here. Huddersfield just trying to get some sort of goal forward. 20 metres gone, play 3.
As we saw at the end of the first half, it only takes a moment, doesn't it? Cosner brought down, Wolford at dummy half. Only takes one moment to get back in the game. Taken by Staines on the run. Russell back on after spending 10 minutes in the sin bin. Here is Cottridge.
Just thinking back to those stats that we shown at half-time with Huddersfield Giants with no play of the balls inside the 20. Well, I don't even remember them in this second half having one either.
Not a single one.
Got 3.
Here is Chris Satay. The whitest of white jerseys you can see. Not for long, though. 2 tackles left in this set. For Tarpe it is, who goes to ground. Surely it'll be Sexton or Dodd to launch one high. It's Toby Sexton. Under pressure again is Flanagan.
Oh, he's lost it.
But it went backwards, but he'll be pushed backwards over his try line, and it'll be a goal line dropout, and the pressure intensifies once more from the Catalan Dragons.
They really are applying the heat, aren't they, to the Giants? They just basic rugby league football, just getting through the sets, high-hanging kicks with a chase, waiting for a mistake.
But just while we're waiting for the dropout, we mentioned in the first half Nick Cottridge against Batley in the Challenge Cup. He scored a try after 9.8 seconds. Straight from the kickoff, Batley let the ball bounce, Cottridge picked it up and scored. And our Sky Sports rugby league statistician Ian Proctor said it must be, in his eyes, one of the quickest tries ever scored in the history of the game. Unless, of course, you know better. You can let us know. 14-4. 11 minutes gone in the second half. Here's the dangerous Sexton once more. A good run from Lipowicz. He's had a good debut as well, but so was Sexton. Wriggles round. One challenge at Patolo. They're right on that line. Ball goes backwards.
An awful pass there from Cruz Lehman.
It was.
Really sloppy.
Wasn't looking where he was throwing. All the pressure, none of the points. But can Huddersfield get out of their own half?
I think that might become one little frustration for Joel Tompkins, their execution down this end of the field. I mean, they've been held up a couple of times, haven't they? George Flanagan and Sam Hewitt denying tries earlier on. Bousquet as well, big chance.
Flanagan for Gaga, that's a missed tackle there. I think it was Josh Sim who missed the tackle. Gagai. Flanagan on the last. No option but to kick downfield, but taken by Tommy Makinson this time. Worth mentioning as well, we talked about Huddersfield's desperate defence, but Catalan, by the very fact that the opponents haven't had a single play the ball in their 20, their defence has been exceptional.
Well, it's the hardest area of the field, Stu, to defend inside your own 20. Your heart's racing, your legs are working overtime, you're desperate, you're in scramble mode. But the Giants have just done so much of it that you wonder if it's going to burn them at the latter stages.
Staines again with a powerful run. Leaving from dummy half. Will go on his own, looking to create pressure and confusion. Sexton it is on the last. Chose to run. The referee said the ball was down. It'll be a turnover, but there's some heavy, tired legs away to our right in this Huddersfield side.
And we've saw more and more runs from Dodd and Sexton. He just spots a gap. He looks the shape to kick, but he just spots out the corner of his eye, the space there between Asher O'Donnell and Patolo. And he tries to get through.
Chris Patolo is just receiving some treatment in back play
I'm just sorting him out for his weight
as well. There may have to be another head injury assessment for the Huddersfield Giants. We've already seen 2 for O'Donnell and Wolford, but they will not take any chances.
Patolo leaving the field. But again, without sounding like a broken record, Stu, just look at where the Giants are starting this set. Matty English replacing Patolo.
Yeah, Matty English, there he is, his testimonial year, 10 years with Huddersfield. Look at that defensive line again from the Dragons. Josh Allen.
Oh, he's lost it.
As he lost the ball, well, he was claiming there that there was interference, but that was good, strong. I like that. Good, strong referee. Come on, get up, he said. Aaron Moore. Tane Milne. Wolford, is there any way out of their own half here? They're going to get to the stage where they're really going to have to chance their arm, aren't they? 2 left in the set. Wolford manages to offload under the challenge from Sexton. So does Flanagan. They're really going nowhere. Tristan Powell brought down. And again, this is the last tackle. They're midway inside their own half. Kick away. And again, good positioning from the fullback, Charlie Staines. Only 25 years of age, you know. But a cracking debut for the Dragons in atrocious conditions. 14-4, 15 minutes gone in the second half. Catalan as dominant in this half as they were in the first, but have yet to turn all that pressure into points.
Yeah. They're just looking for the killer blow in this game. They can't quite find it, Stu.
Well, you would think one more trial and that'll be it. You would think.
Imagine so mentally. Yeah. Look here again. Just hard carries in behind the ruck. Players just not able to get out of the ruck area, and a deep kick once again.
Sexton it was, and the ball goes backwards. Tane Milne it was. A crunching challenge there. Absolute ferocious challenge. Allen again. He's been good, you know. Josh Allen on his debut. Queensland Cup pick-up play for Redcliffe. That's where the Dragons' business has been pretty shrewd. It's impossible to know, hasn't it? But it's worth posing the question if there's ever been a game where one side hasn't had a single play the ball in the opponent's 20-metre area. As we're approaching an hour gone here in Perpignan, and that's the case for the Huddersfield Giants.
Having said that, you know, we made that point again about maybe the frustration of the Dragons, but they don't look frustrated out there. They look patient, don't they?
Comfortable.
Yeah, you could almost be guilty of thinking that players might just start to get frustrated, do things on their own, but they're very much sticking to the process and sticking to task, and just going through that cycle over and over and over again.
In the back, still 3. Yep.
Here is Staines looking for a way through the gap. Gets around the challenge of Rushton, eventually brought down. Sexton. Allen once more, the willing carrier. Dodd off the outside of his boot. An easy take for Halsall on the far side, but again Huddersfield starting their set 10 yards away from the road try line, trailing 14-4.
Yeah, probably Dodd's worst kick of the evening so far, that one. And that's saying something when it still lands 8 metres away from the Huddersfield line. They're just able to map off and working hard from underneath the play, underneath the ball. Sorry.
A brick wall meeting Jacob Gagai once more. They're doing it tough. Rushton, the captain, plays the ball. That was Lola here. Can't get the ball away. The last one. They're on their own 20. Russell gets the kick away downfield, and he even manages to take it one hand, one bounce. Charlie Staines. 58 minutes, 14-4.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to seeing the Dragons fall back when this pitch dries up.
Yeah. The first 5 games that Catalan have, Huddersfield, of course, Bradford away, Saints at home, Lee away, Hull KR at home. It's a tough-looking start, as it is for Huddersfield. Wakefield at home, Cass away, Hull KR at home, then Bradford away. The first 5 or 6 weeks, massively important, of course, for all the clubs.
But huge for Huddersfield, considering where they finished last year. A lot of those teams in and around who they would be targeting, and of course, Hull KR, the champions, off a Vegas trip. Big opportunity for the Giants early on.
Well taken by Jacob Gagai. Because all the defending they're doing, backtracking towards their own line.
Got 2, that's you flashing 2.
It will make you weary. In many ways, just not the stuffing and the confidence out of it. Huddersfield playing.
It's more mentally, Stuart, what it does. It's more mentally, the mental side of the game, where you just cannot get a foothold in the game whatsoever. You know, it's very unlikely that the Giants are going to break away from deep inside their own half and go all the way up the other end of the field.
Well, Rushton trying to get something going. But again, Aaron Moore, the ref calls the last one. And look where Lola here is kicking from once again. Making some with the carry. An hour gone, 14-4. Huddersfield have got to score twice at the moment, you've got to be honest and say you can't see them scoring once. And you also feel one more try from the home side. And that's it, game over. So let's see what the final 20 minutes will bring us. It's another set restart given away by the Huddersfield Giants.
They just look slow and lethargic in defence to the Giants.
Staines. Ball goes backwards, picked up by Nick Kotrich for Catalan. Powell with the tackle, helping out George King. Sexton has been involved in everything. Chris Satay, all too easy for the powerhouse that is Chris Satay.
Again, just rolling at will.
Oh, brilliant pass inside for Lipowicz, and he drops the ball.
I've got it stolen one-on-one by George Flanagan. It's ripped by George Flanagan forward. I've got a Catalan scrum.
It may well be a Catalan scrum though, because it came off George Flanagan, but Lipowicz there. Let's have a look, see what happened.
It just opened up. Tuilola here takes the bait, turns his hips in. The space is there for Lipowicz. Lipowicz rather. George Flanagan. Another big play from the fullback, but it's going to be 6 more. Captain's challenge here.
But they're going to do a captain's challenge here, I think, the Giants. The video ref will be having a look at this.
They're just looking at whether that's a strip.
Can we go to camera 3, please?
That angle shows it.
Just check perspective. Yeah. Establish that he's trying to steal the ball. Camera 3. Establish he's stealing at the ball. He pulls the ball backwards initially. Then on the second part, can we go tight again on the next part, please, with camera 4? We've got camera 4, please, on this, yeah, that's fine. Establish the first bit is pulls this and it comes out backwards. So then the second bit, that then, we've got something from the other side, I think that one then goes forward. It'll be a subsequent reach. Something from the corner flag, please. Yeah, this one, please. Got the steal that goes backwards. He then pulls that ball forwards in relation to the ground. So the challenge initially will be successful as he pulls the ball back, but he then knocks on as a subsequent reach. So they will retain their challenge, but it will be a knock-on, scrum, head and feed to Catalans Dragons.
Well, there you go. There's the explanation from Jack Smith. Initially, it was the correct call because Flanagan got the ball back, but then he knocked on. But will Zach Lipowicz be ruining an opportunity when he should have scored?
Yeah, he just tried to show brute strength. George Flanagan, we've already seen his capabilities on one-on-one defence. He spares the Giants blushes again because on another day, Stu, this could have been 34-4.
Heads in, boys.
Into the last 20 minutes. Well, Sexton's been held up over the line. Bousquet dropped the ball a certain score, and Lipowicz there should have scored. It was 14-4 at half-time, and it's still 14-4, but for how much longer? Staines looking for a way through. Surely, it's only a matter of time before Catalan strike once more. There's the impressive Josh Allen right in front of the post. Leeming at dummy half. Dodd, space for Staines on the far side, goes for the line, but again, desperate defending from the Giants. Milne was there, Lollahir was there. Good pick-up it was from Lewis Dodd. Here is Allen again, but Huddersfield, you cannot fault them for effort, that's for sure. They go the short side with Leeming. Tape gets away from one. What an offload that is! What an offload for Tommy Makinson to score the try that will win this game for the Catalan Dragons. Makinson, Super League's 4th ever leading try scorer, gets his 201st Super League try, but more importantly, it's the try that'll give the Dragons the 2 points on the opening weekend.
Yeah, and it's the new kid on the block, isn't it? Solomona Fatape just supplies that wonderful offload underneath his torso to release Tommy Makinson. Wonderful centre play there. Big, strong. High fives all around for the Dragons.
It's had big coming. The try is there. Tommy Makinson got a couple of tries in the Challenge Cup win in very similar conditions at Batley last weekend.
Well, he loves scoring, make no mistake about it. Only 9 tries last season out of 23 games, and 2 games already.
Off the touchline, is that a bouncer? What a kick that is. Toby Sexton having another cracking game right off the touchline in these conditions is impressive. Catalan have been impressive. Tape was very impressive. What a pass.
Yeah, just completely outdoes Van Milne there. A little shuffle, strength to get rid of him. And the ball underneath. Tommy Makinson, it's a gift for him. You're right to mention 2 tries last week and 1 tonight. He's up and running his T-Mac.
Taken by Cottridge. Here is Allen. You'll, being a prop forward yourself, you'll be impressed with Allen's performance tonight.
I'm impressed with all the Dragons, really. Every single one of them, forwards and backs, have just completely dictated carrying the ball forward, just getting rid of defenders for fun. Ben Garcia just bouncing off. We saw the meters at half-time nearly doubled, and I dare say it's exactly that again. A charge down here, ends up back into Staines' hand. They'll get 6 more.
When it goes for you, it goes for you. When it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't. But you make your own luck.
Absolutely. And you mentioned there about the effort of the Giants. You know, no doubt about it. Anyone who takes to a rugby league field, it's a tough sport. But the way that they've played it, they've just played right into Catalan Dragons' hands. And they're off again here. They just haven't met force with force. They're on the back foot. And the kicking game from the Dragons has just been quality this evening.
Is there going to be a captain challenge here? Whether it was a knock-on or not. Catalan saying no. Liam Moore is saying it is. And the video ref will make the final call.
Tackle 2, captain's challenge. Reviewing the decision of a knock-on. Slow on this angle, please. Can't see on that angle. Have we got camera 6, please? It might be our best angle. Go really slow as it's going into contact, please. Does its hand come off the ball on that? Go back on this angle, please. Can you rewind this angle? Yeah, same angle, but backwards, please. It's to fumble the ball there, but you can't see if a hand it remains on the ball through it. Have we got any other angles, or is that going to be our best one? And we can't establish on that. I've made my decision that I'll be supporting the on-field call. However, they will retain their challenge as it becomes inconclusive.
Thanks, mate. Inconclusive, boys. You retain your challenge, but it's their ball. It's inconclusive. It's going to be a scrum. You've still got your challenge.
Yeah, they keep the challenge. But the referee's on-field call will stand, and Huddersfield, with 15 minutes to go, will get the ball. But I still think they haven't had one single play with the ball in the Catalan 20.
They haven't, and again, look where they start the set. 15 metres away.
Shot took off now. Okay, ball in now. Out!
There's a chance.
Now then, opportunity with the breakdown field. Powell right on halfway. First real break of the entire game. Here is Rushton. Captain in the absence of Adam Clune. Wolford now. Tolo back on. And they've got a set restart, so we might be able to see Huddersfield with ball in hand inside the Catalan 20. Big challenge from Cottridge on Rushton. Here is King. 14 minutes to go. 16-point ball game. Well, it's taken them 66 minutes, but they finally get to play the ball inside the Catalan Dragons 20. What can they do with it? Quick pass out by Russell, brought down by Rushton. They got the assistance of a 6 again. Wolford now. Switch play for Lola here, who will take it back out to the right-hand side, but a little kick through! And there's the try from Flanagan. And again, Huddersfield score from absolutely nothing. Flanagan with the try, Lola here, it was like slow motion, wasn't it? The kick from Lola here, and then we were waiting, and then Flanagan appeared from nowhere.
Well, I think Charlie Staines needs to move a little bit quicker here as well. And we saw Lewis Dodd set up the first try for Ben Corden on a similar play. George Flanagan, the beneficiary of Tui Lolahia's short kick. But I think Joel Tompkins will be fuming with the way that the Dragons have conceded their 2 tries here. They're taking 66 minutes before they got that play of the ball inside of the 20. Just a couple of plays later, Giants are on the board. They just haven't had enough of it.
Well, they've had 2 attacks in the entire game. 2.
And
they scored
twice.
2 tries.
Yeah.
Flanagan adds the extras, 20 points to 10. Still 12 minutes to go.
There's 2 ways of looking at this game. Are you worried, if you're Joel Tompkins, about how easy that the Giants have scored their 2 tries? Well, if you're Luke Robinson, are you just worried about how they found it so difficult to get down to that end of the field? Round 1 gives us more questions than answers.
Time off. Stay behind, don't go early.
Well, I wonder. It would be one of the strangest results in Super League history if somehow Huddersfield can come back into this one.
Well, they've got the tails up now, haven't they? But they're chasing.
But who'd have thought York would have come back from 18-6 down to beat Hull Kingston Rovers on the opening night of Super League. Bit of confidence now for the Giants. Tane Milne on the far side.
The clock is the enemy at the moment. They look to move the ball straight and up through King.
Russell then trying to create some pressure. Good kick downfield. So it'll be Catalan. It's a long time as well, isn't it, since Catalan has started a set of 6 this close to their own try line.
Certainly is. Now I do believe a 10-point buffer of the evidence that I've seen so far for 70 minutes of this game. I do believe that the Dragons will hang on. But I'll tell you something. If the Giants can aim up here, force a mistake and then get on the board again, we've got some finish.
Little over 10 minutes to go. There we go. Bradford, Saints, Lee, Hull KR and Hull FC. As we saw last night, there's not going to be too many easy games. Let's see how Bradford and Toulouse get on, the Super League new boys, in their games against Hull FC and Wakefield on Saturday. Sexton is with the kick down. It's another great kick by Sexton. Is it going to stay in play? Just rolls out. But the rush is on. It's the hurry up for the Huddersfield Giants. 9 minutes to go. Tony by 20 points to 10.
He's out of play, mate. He's out of play at the minute. Keep on, he's out of play.
It would be the most unlikely of victors if they can pull it off. And there you go. That's what's to come in Super League. First home game against Wakefield. They've got Cast, Bradford. They've got Hull KR. They're away at Wigan.
Again, I think Huddersfield Giants would have looked at them first 5 fixtures and thought if they can come out with more wins than losses in there, it puts them in a good place.
Yep.
On the flip side of that, though,
Zach Wolford
find themselves in trouble, Stu.
Yeah, Zach Wolford, who passed an HI in the first half. Here is Gagai for Huddersfield.
Got 3.
Moving the ball out to that right-hand side. Cosner, there's the quick kick over the top, and well read by Sexton, I think it was.
Tom
Burgess back on. There is Staines once more.
Got 4. High! Move! Got 5.
Sexton again. Goes high and well taken by Flanagan. Yeah, as we mentioned, you can't fault the effort, can you? That's been there from the first kick-off, but they've just not really fashioned any opportunities to themselves to get them.
Well, they've just lost they've lost the middle of the field, Stu. They've lost the majority of the ruck, and therefore they've been on the back foot again through kicks from Dodd and Sexton, and they just haven't found any sort of field position. An error here.
Yeah.
And again, on another day, the Dragons could have been over. They might be over again.
Kotrick's powerful run towards the line. He's a yard away. 7 minutes remaining in this game. Well, losing a little bit of ground. Leaving it was. Bounce on the ball. Navarrete. 2 minutes ago, he was pristine white, his jersey, not anymore. Here's Fartape on the far side once more. Does really well, and he deserves that. Solomona Fartape with an absolutely brilliant individual try. He's made one for Tommy Makinson in the second half, and he's scored one, and he's shown us what a star he could be in Super League this year.
Well, he's been a threat on that left edge, and he's tore his opposite number, Tane Mill, to pieces this evening. He was held up in the first half, a try provider for Tommy Makinson in the second, and this time a try scorer. Just gets rid of Tuilola here, and Mill is really soft defence, probably tired defence, Stu. But the upper body strength there from the former West Tigers man.
You've got time on there.
Gets a neat try, a wonderful solo try.
Thank you.
A winger and centre celebrating in there.
Right, Carl, we've talked about quite rightly the new signings that Joel Tompkins has made, and they've all shown up, haven't they? Staines, Fartape, Sexton, Dodd, Allen, Lipowicz, Condon, Farsui Malawi, of course, coming on, but they've all stepped up for the Dragons tonight. Perfect with the boots so far, Toby Sexton. Superb, 28 points last week in the Challenge Cup. Another successful conversion. It's 26-10 into the last 5 minutes. Sparkling try from Fartate.
And again, tired, ordinary defence. A common theme for the Giants. Yes, they've been able to do enough to keep the scoreboard at some sort of respectable level. But again, the number of times that the Dragons could have and should have scored, the scoreboard probably gives the Giants a little bit of a favour.
Well, it's going to be 4 consecutive wins for Catalan. Disappointing season, of course, in 2025, but they finished it with 3 consecutive victories over Hull, Leeds and Salford, and they're starting well here tonight. It's going to be important. I think the home form is going to be important, or the home results are going to be important, Kyle. For a decade or more, the Stade Gilbert Brutus has been a French fortress, hasn't it? But they lost 8 matches at home in Super League last year.
Yeah, and that's why they ended up finishing 9th as well, Stu. But I just think, again, it's round 1, horrible conditions. Do you read too much into it? I'm not too sure. But I really like what the Giants have done. Just simple, going forward, carrying direct, wonderful kicks. And they look like they really are playing for one another. They look like a connected group already.
3 minutes to go. It's been a tough old trip for Huddersfield when they flew over. The coach to take them to Perpignan wasn't there. They had to wait. Then the replacement bus came and they got stuck in a one-way street. They got to the hotel late. They had the awful weather conditions with 100-mile-an-hour winds, and
they're all excuses. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they are all excuses, and you can blame travelling out, flying out. There's so many variables that you can feel like that you're already on the back foot before you get to the south of France. But the best teams just see past that. It's a game of rugby league on the same diameters of a pitch, and unfortunately, the Giants have just come up second best here.
It's been a nightmare trip all round. Well, a kick to nothing there by Sam Hewitt, taken well by Makinson. Two minutes to go. Don't forget, we'll be speaking to the player of the match and the 2 coaches before we leave the Stade Gilbert Brutus. And then there's more rugby league action on Sky Sports, of course, at 8 o'clock with Warrington against St Helens on action on Sky Sports Plus. It's Lee against Leeds. Sexton with the kick, well taken by Flanagan again at full back. Tough day at the office for the Huddersfield Giants. First out in Super League.
I just think that Lou Robinson, perhaps, he had a chance to have a word with his team, a positive word at half-time, because they were of that late try from Sam Halsall. But the way they started the second half, if the players go back and watch this game, the opening 3 minutes of that, the Dragons rolled nearly 100 metres, an offload from Milne, a missed kick from Tony Lollahea, penalty given away, then a 6 again. It was just sloppy from the get-go.
Here is Lollahea, gets as far as halfway, but knocks on. The ball goes to ground. Catalan will see out this game, knowing that it's been a really good opening weekend performance and a convincing victory for the Catalan Dragons. Well, they won't be hurrying up, that's for sure. They led by 14 points to 4 at half-time. They've dominated from the outset. We're going to have one more play, and the ball is kicked into touch by Cruz Leeming, and the Catalan Dragons get off to a winning start in 2026. A really good display.